Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with your money career reading for the week of April 15th through 21st. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in, see what's happening, what's coming in, what's going on for you, Aquarius, this week in money and career. All right, let's see what is going on. I do hope that each of you has something beautiful planned for this weekend. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter again. I think I've already said that on a video, but it's coming up. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming out. Okay, half the deck as always. All right, so wow. All right. So Aquarius, some of you have been wondering about funding. So there is successful funding coming through, whether this is for a new project, for a partnership that's being created, for an entrepreneurial kind of business that maybe you're starting, whether this is for kind of even, just money coming through. There is money coming in. For some of you, potentially what is coming through here is that there is a business, not a business, a building that you have been trying to or working towards procuring that is actually going to be coming through. So there may be some documents to sign. There may be, keys jingling here in your very near future, Aquarius, because that funding is coming through. Now, this funding also could come through a grant or kind of maybe even a business loan that you have been working towards getting. Now, this card actually says your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. So Aquarius, this is listen very closely. You're really going to want to listen to this because the ideas that you have are placed within your mind, placed within your heart for a reason. It is so that you can fulfill those ideas. Now, I have a very strong belief that ideas are placed in the conscious awareness, right, of the collective, and that those of us that are kind of in a position to be able to fulfill those ideas will be given them more strongly, or they'll be placed deeper within our heart to fulfill as a soul calling. And some of us will do that and some of us won't. So again, Aquarius, listen very closely because you're being guided to follow your soul callings. You're being guided to follow those ideas, even when they don't seem very logical. Follow through. And this, the card also says, do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. So, Kickstarter is coming into mind here. So, potentially, some of you have thought about or you're thinking about doing a Kickstarter. This is a perfect time for you, Aquarius, to jump into that crowdfunding sources, that sort of thing, to receive this successful kind of financing that potentially you have again had placed within your mind as an idea or placed upon your heart as a soul calling. It is time to fulfill that, Aquarius. All right, now you also have, with that, you have the Hanged Man, which I don't do reversals, the Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands. So some of you have really been holding back with that Hanged Man, kind of just hanging out, letting the ideas percolate, but not really taking action on it. So you're being reminded once again, Aquarius, that by taking action on this idea, and you are going to know what this idea is because it has been coming up. It's almost as if you have kind of been trying to deny this idea, or you have been trying to tune out from this idea because potentially, again, it seems illogical. You are being guided to really jump in. And when you do, you will have that successful funding, but you also will be fighting off, people that are kind of like a competition with that Seven of Wands. There's going to be this competition that may come up, Aquarius, but it's coming through as competition for funding. So many people are going to be coming up in your line of sight that are going to want to support this project. They're going to be kind of stumbling over each other. I don't know why this is coming through or what it has to do with anything, but and it's not something I would normally say, but what's coming through is it's on like Donkey Kong. Like all of these people are like fighting, or working their way up the ladders, so to speak, Aquarius, to save the princess. Now, this isn't to save the princesses, but this is to be a part of what you are doing, what you are creating, because they can see how beautiful and or what type of impact it's actually going to make. Holy cow, that is beautiful. And then you also have visualize abundance in all forms, Aquarius. So that abundance coming through, there's going to be that competition that's coming in to support you and support this idea and getting it off the ground, and or that successful funding, that crowdfunding, that Kickstarter. It's going to be extremely popular, whatever it is that you are doing. You get to visualize that abundance coming in, Aquarius, because what's coming through here is that the people that have heard about your idea or have inside information or any information, they are seeing, they're having these visualizations, these images that are coming through of just how grand your idea is, Aquarius, and how lucrative it will be. So you are being reminded as well not to second guess yourself and not to stand still or hold on to the idea with that hanged man, to actually, get to moving, basically, is what's coming through. So this says God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. And now is your moment, Aquarius. This is your time. Again, you're going to want to listen very closely because this is your time. Okay. Um, Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. So, for some of you, you may actually feel a little bit overwhelmed with all of this positive feedback. You have the lovers here, so that's coming in as a choice. So you potentially, Aquarius, might have to decide between between kind of investors for this. What is going to be the right investor partnership that for you? Also, if this is coming back to kind of a Kickstarter campaign or crowdfunding, a lot of times there are tiers that go along with that, Aquarius, where there is something that needs to be fulfilled on your side for their kind of donation or their generosity or their supporting, right, the venture that you have. And so that's going to be something that may come up if that is where you are going with this, if that is something that sounds like something that you have been thinking. There's going to be some choices, Aquarius, and you will always make the right decision when you tune into kind of your gut and what it's telling you as far as that goes. Again, it's coming through again with it's on like Donkey Kong. Is that, I don't know, that it's just a very odd thing, but it's on like Donkey Kong, Aquarius. You've got this. This is whatever it is that you have been thinking, whatever's been percolating within your mind or, within your heart. It is that time to do that. And again, as I said, the people that have inside information or have heard about this or seen it, whatever it is that you have planned, they are jumping at the bit to be a part of this, Aquarius. And so there's going to be some decisions coming through, or that you're going to need to make with that Lover's card in bringing this to reality, because there's a lot of potential and there's a lot of people that are interested in it. Now with the Knave of Wands, or the Page of Wands, you have this, you're making the plans, you're making the decisions, and you're moving forward, you're planning for moving into this new stage, into this new place, into this beautiful, beautiful opportunity that is right in front of you. And again, support and guidance is what you're probably going to be looking for, just because there's a lot of moving pieces with this, Aquarius, and there's a lot of support for it. So you have that support there. So just tuning into and deciding, making that choice with that Lover's card, what support, who the support is that is going to be most beneficial for you. And then you also have the Eight of Swords coming in here, and that Eight of Swords is coming in to remind you not to sabotage yourself, not to feel dependent on any one thing within this. Remember that throughout this, Aquarius, this is your idea. This is your baby, basically, that you're putting out into the world, that has so much beautiful, positive feedback. Just remember that you don't need to, within this moment, within building this, within bringing this to reality, within bringing this to the world, that you aren't dependent on anybody. You are creating your own vision, Aquarius, without visualizing abundance in all forms. You are having that successful funding with those people, and potentially a little bit of overwhelm also, as far as how many people step up to be a part of this with you, Aquarius. So just realize that you're not dependent. Money can come from all different places, all sources at any moment. So you're not dependent on any one thing for this, and you do have decisions, and you do have a lot of people that are wanting to step up and be a part of this and offer funding solutions. And part of the harder part about it, Aquarius, is going to be you deciding which kind of ways are going to work the best for you, as far as how that works. And or if you're doing Kickstarter, the tiers and kind of the, I don't want to say prizes, but you are the prize, and your whatever it is that you're bringing to the world is the prize, Aquarius. So remembering that, and that you're not actually dependent. There is a lot of resources out there, and there will be that successful funding. You also have the Ace of Swords, so lots of swords. You guys are a bit in your head here. So with the Ace of Swords, you have this beautiful, beautiful kind of, you're feeling super stimulated. You're feeling super kind of, well, excited. Obviously you're feeling excited. Though, do you know it can be a double-edged sword? Don't jump in so quickly in making those decisions. Follow your gut, really get the information, and really know kind of what you're really signing on to, because this is going to be bigger than potentially you could have ever thought, Aquarius. And it's going to be so successful. It's going to be, you have, that successful funding, and the Ace of Swords there. This is a gorgeous project, Aquarius. You're just reminder, reminder, reminder. And again, you just want to listen very, very closely, because this is an idea that was placed within your mind, within your heart, or on your heart, to be fulfilled. Stop hanging around like that hangman and get to moving, Aquarius, because this is real. This is real, and it's huge. So it's just this huge thing, Aquarius, this huge opportunity, this huge blessing, this huge idea that is there for a reason, Aquarius. It is for you to fulfill it, for you to create it, for you to do it. So do the damn thing, Aquarius, and it is going to really, really kind of uh, shot put you as far as success goes. And it's going to be extremely, extremely lucrative. Now, whether this is within a current business and you have an idea for a new project, and somebody says, a higher up, a supervisor, a boss, what have you, says that, well, you've got to get the donations or the funding for it. However, this resonates or works within your experience, Aquarius, it will be so, so successful. So put it out there, and there's going to be a lot of people that are chomping at the bit, ready to do it with you and support you, and offer that funding, whatever it is that you need, Aquarius. There's going to be the people there that are going to be just, again, chomping at the bit to be involved within this. So, ooh, exciting, exciting, Aquarius. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. Again, it is free to you, free for you to subscribe to the channel. It does your help, and it does help your girl over here out a lot. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors, and I'll see you in the next reading.